All right. Hey, guys. All right. So, welcome back. So, we are going to go ahead. I'm sorry. I know I didn't change our backdrop to our 80s theme. I just realized I wanted to make sure that I get this video scheduled. And so, I was like, let me not dilly dally. So, let's go ahead. And this is going to be a today's topic video for the 9th of December. Um, so, you know that we're doing the Advent calendar. Comments are on. You guys can enter to win just by writing the word compassion in the comment section of this video, and those comments will be visible as soon as this live stream is done. So right now I'm recording this live. So our winners for December the 9th are Andy Kerr, RT, and then bear in mind every Monday we were also doing a winner. So it is Louise 967. So those are our three winners for December the 9th, and I will do the storytelling for those winners as soon as I'm done with this live stream, and then I will put the free link for those three winners stories. I'll put it right there in the description box. Okay, so we'll do that afterwards. Hi guys, so great to see you. RT, you are one of the winners for today. How perfect that you're here, babe. Ginger Montague, wonderful to see you, sweetheart. Absolutely delighted and honored you're here. Miss Solo Dolo, hi babe. Karen Bishop, hi honey. GOSC 10P, Annette Summersby. Annette, I've seen you a couple times today and I didn't really ever get a chance to properly say hello to you, but I'm so delighted to catch you. Carrie Wilson, hi sweetheart. All right, so let's actually, you know what? Let's start with this other deck. So for a message for the 9th, for this today's topic storyline, what do we have? What is the energy for the 9th? High Priestess, 3 of Wands. Okay, so hang on. We have somebody sensing the future, but there's a decided, like, come to me, a kind of energy from her, right? She either senses or has a vision of somebody traveling toward her. She wants this. This High Priestess is like, yes, I sense this and I want this. What is it? Okay, it's a 2 of Cups. My person, my very special person is on their way to me and I want them to come my way. I'm only saying that because she's reaching out. So, and I can't imagine why you'd ever reach out for something that you didn't want, especially a High Priestess. She has energetically either sent out the vibes that say, come here. This is the right time. Just hurry it up and just come here. Come here and hug me. Shut up, kiss me, hold me tight. Angel Olsen. It's a great song. The Sun in the reverse, the King of Pentacles upright. Here's the thing. She says, come to me. This is the right time. But he's still sitting here. So her vision, her energy of like, I sense that he wants to come toward me does not mean that he is. He says he's not clear. What are you not clear on? What is this about? Hi, Bellum B. 4 of Pentacles. He's not clear on, in this case, does he want to come forward or does he want to stay in his dragon's lair and hold back? Okay, so hang on, because this is 2 very different energies. The feminine energy says somewhere in the next, 3 days to 3 months, I sense he's going to, come toward me and I want that to happen. He's over here sitting with plenty to give, but not sure that he wants to. Universe, let's go ahead and ask, what is the advice for her in this? 8 of Swords. Even a High Priestess who's deeply intuitive can get herself stuck on a loop of what she wants. Not necessarily just what she picks up on, but maybe she's picking up on her own desires and feeding it back to herself. This does say she's stuck. 7 of Sacred Circles. And it would behoove her to consult with herself and say, where am I stuck? Am I thinking something that I want that maybe I've already grown beyond? Do I have other things in my life, but I'm still thinking about something else from my past? Thinking somebody is my Two of Cups, convincing myself even of that, pouring my emotions and thoughts into something that maybe is not real. Maybe they aren't my Two of Cups. Maybe I want them to be my Two of Cups. So I told myself this. Look, these are tough questions, but these are good questions. Four of Wands. Now, I'm going to pause for just a second here and just remind everybody watching, I am a fictional storyteller. So bear that in mind. I am not a psychic. And I promise you, no matter who you are on this planet watching this right now, I am not telling your personal life story because I don't know you. And I couldn't even if I did, because I'm not a psychic. And the reason I preface all of that is because it makes it a lot more palatable to step back and actually hear something that I think is really kind of thought-provoking, but it won't be easy to hear unless we can take ourselves out of the story and say, this is these characters. This isn't us. This isn't me. This isn't anybody that I know. I think the universe is saying, in kind of like a nice, sassy kid voice, like, what makes them so great anyway? Really? I mean, why would they be your Two of Cups? Do they really bring any of the stuff to the table that you really wanted? What makes them so great? Why are they so much better than somebody else? And I like that kind of little sassy attitude in this because it is begging her to ask herself a really thought-provoking question. If somebody is sitting over here and they could give, but they're not sure that they want to, why the heck is she thinking that they're the best things in sliced bread and butter? Maybe I don't deserve that thought process in her mind. Maybe she convinced herself that somebody was really the one and fabulous and there was this profound bond because she's capable of having a profound bond with somebody and she was hoping it would be them. But in truth, maybe she's stuck on that concept, but in the face of facts, that's not even who they really are to her. And so in the universe, in a sassy, kind of like blunt, you know how kids don't really sugarcoat things and they just blurt it out like, how come? Why him's your Two of Cups? Why he's so great? Why is he so great? And I don't know, can she answer that? Because this says, well, like I'm an person, they'd be an emperor and we would build something together. And it's like, oh, so they want to do that with you? And it's like, well, maybe they haven't come forward to tell me that. Okay, now I'm thinking about this. Maybe is this my person? Maybe I thought that they should be my person, but maybe that's because I sense my person is coming toward me and I think it's them. But what if it's somebody totally different? Look, I always say a high priestess is like your achy shoulder who says, oh God, I can feel rain is coming. That old shoulder injury always kind of like gets more achy when rain is coming. So she's right. Her partner is coming, but she, just like the achy shoulder, we can't tell where the rain is going to fall and how many inches is going to fall, but we can tell something's coming, but we don't have the specifics. So I'm wondering right now if she's got her mind set on it's got to be them, it's got to be them, and she ain't right about who it is, because this person doesn't look like they're the one. They look like they could. They have enough to offer, but they're not clear that they want to offer it to her. And I'm sorry, I know that sounds really mean if she's like, but I wanted it to be them. But why not want it to be the person who wants us and is truly the right Two of Cups instead? So this storyline is a little harsh. I know I'm not delivering it in the most gentle of voices here, but it's not time for murkiness. It's time to say she's super intuitive. She is sensing something's coming, but I think she's got her heart set on the wrong image in her mind. And if she does that, she could miss the right person because she's like, no, it has to have his face. But he's over here not really wanting to give to her. And honestly, if somebody could give but doesn't want to, maybe they don't even want to give at all. I don't know. Universe, what do we got to say about him? Oh, and guys, just so you know, you'll want to write compassion in the comment section, not in the live chat, only because I won't see this live chat again. Comments will be visible as soon as I'm done with the live chat, okay? We have the World card and we have the Knight of Swords. Honestly, the universe says about him, he may be ready for a complete different direction in his life, especially moving into next year. He may be like feeling kind of erratic. He may not want partnership at all. He may want to go explore the world a little bit. His thoughts might be, you know what? I don't know that I want a relationship. That would be really sad if she's thinking it has to be this person, it has to be them, when in fact they're like, relationship isn't at the top of my list. Because she could get herself into a holding pattern where she's stuck waiting on him. We have a 10 of Pentacles. It's weird because he's all busy and kind of erratic all over the place, is what at least what the universe is saying, while still saying, but I want to be in a 10 of Pentacles. I want something stable, but I want to be free as a bird to come and go. That is not going to equate to this. We're snuggled around each other. We spoon all night. He's like, I'm going to be gone a lot. I'm thinking that, like I'd like a stable relationship, but I want total freedom in my supposedly stable relationship. I'm going to be a bird. I come, I go, I migrate. Don't really know that I want to be too close to anybody. Don't really want to have to answer the phone every night about where I'm at. Kind of want to travel, kind of want to kick up my feet. I mean, I could be stable, but I kind of been, I don't know, I'm not really too into the whole, super connected thing. Nothing here says that he's a good match for her. But she said, I know my person is coming. Can we go back, universe, and say, is she right that her partner is coming, but maybe it just isn't him? Is that maybe the better way to look at this? 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is, we think and we analyze and we can still miss something because it's like, but it has to be. I can't see. This is like me putting together freaking IKEA furniture. Look, I can look at it and I go, oh yeah, I can totally do this. And then you start to put it together and it's a little different than what you thought. And it's a way better plan, but I just couldn't see it. And so you put the damn thing together and then you go, what I thought was so intuitive is actually they did it in a slightly counterintuitive way. But once you understand why they did it that way, it's like, oh, that's a way more sophisticated design, takes up less space, way more stable, but that's not what my brain automatically jumped to. That's what this is. The universe says she's super intuitive, but she can't quite flip it and say, all of the pieces of the puzzle are here, but they're going to be put together in a slightly different orientation. It's even here we have like the sticks, like if you pick up sticks and dropped them, if things are aligned just right, you have a stable structure. If not, it's just a mess. There's something here about the construct of how this is going to work out. She can't quite fathom, even though she can sense it. She has all the puzzle pieces, but she keeps putting them together in the wrong image and saying, yes, but I know it's him. I mean, it doesn't quite fit, but it has to be him because who else could it be? And the universe is like, babe, you're missing something in all your analyzing. 9 of Cups and the Devil. And she likes, even though the puzzle pieces don't really fit, the IKEA furniture is not putting together quite perfectly because she doesn't have it quite worked out. She keeps saying, yes, but this will make me happy. And it's like, but it won't because it's not going to click. And every time she keeps saying this to herself and reassuring herself, yes, but this is what I want, therefore it's going to be great. It's like, no, you keep driving. It's like if you hammer, a piece of furniture together because you're insisting that's how the directions said to do it. And it's like, no, go back and reread the directions. It's not what they said. Again, I'm just putting together furniture that is actually good design, perhaps. By the way, it's not a plug for IKEA. I'm using this as a real life example because I was so sure that I was right and I was wrong. If you want to force a screw in where it doesn't belong or hammer something together, you can force it. But guess what? You are going to ruin your furniture because you didn't really follow the directions. But you're scratching your head saying, but it has to go this way. Nope, there's another way. You just can't see it yet. But she wants it so much. She's convinced herself that even something that clearly doesn't work has to be it. And I would just say the more she thinks about it, the more she is hunkering down on, but I want it. Sometimes we want stuff that's not great for us. 9 of Cups is an indulgent message. This is what I want. I don't care if it's toxic. So she's kind of being a little bit bullheaded on the 9th, but really it's just that, it gets frustrating to not be able to see, but how could it not work? I don't see who else it could be. Universe, can you please give her some indicator of who it actually is? Because we can all see it ain't who she thinks. But how is she supposed to see it any differently without a little bit of a nudge? Like, universe, how are you going to like help her? The Fool. The universe is like, it's somebody she's never met. It's brand new. The Fool is it's the zero card. It's the very beginning of a new adventure. And to boot, we have all of these butterflies. She hasn't met this person. She couldn't possibly imagine that it's them or see what their face looks like. She hasn't seen them yet. But this is somebody more adventurous. This is somebody whose energy is so profound that she's already picking up on it. The Hanged Man, this is the other thing that's probably like stressing her out. She's so intuitive. She can feel when her Two of Cups is getting close. She can feel that they're coming out of their chrysalis phase. Twice we have like butterfly / Mothman type energy. But it's been this weird delay, which has made her even more like hyper alert. I'm sure that they're on their way to me. And the universe is like, you're right, they're coming, but you're wrong with the person's name. You're wrong with who they are. But of course, she's like stewing in this, steeped in this now. And it feels like it's kind of coming to a head. And maybe the most important message here for the 9th is don't stop being a high priestess, but just know even a high priestess doesn't have all the data. She has the sense, but she can't see the specifics. And so keep our minds open. And instead of saying, but I want this, say, I want what's in my greatest and highest good. I welcome in what I sense is coming, but let me not insist that I know precisely what's coming, because that's where she's going to get herself stuck. And she could very well miss the right person because she won't be open to anybody but him. And he's not the catch that she thinks he is, or he's not the person for her. He actually kind of came across as somebody who has a very specific idea of what he wants his life to look like, which does not square with what she wants hers to look like. If she were to choose to, like I say, hammer, a nail into a piece of furniture where it doesn't belong, she's just going to be pretty unhappy, I think. So better to maybe consider, even if I sense something, what if I'm half right, but I also have to be flexible in what I think is coming. Do you have anything else for her, universe? It also says he's on his way, but there is still little bits of delay. The Moon, the Two of Swords, the more she insists that it has to be this other person, that King of Pentacles, the more she puts up blockages and the harder it's going to be for her to spot this person when they do pop into her life. She's currently slowing things down by this constant thought process that it's the King of Pentacles. He's coming back in. Here he comes. I'm focusing on him. I'm sending out messages. I'm welcoming him in. The universe is like, every time you do that, you block the potential of it being this other person, and it's slowing stuff down, and without you even knowing it, because you're not open to what's in your greatest good. You're going to get what is not in your greatest good because you keep insisting you want it to be him. I think this is such a great message, even though we have to be very open-minded to be able to hear it, right? We can't always insist that this is how it's going to be, because what if that's not what's in our greatest and highest good? And so this is a gentle but very important reminder for a very compassionate, empathic, intuitive person. And it doesn't mean she isn't great and intuitive. It just reminds her, don't forget the other critical component, which is use that gift, but then also remember all of our gifts like come from the divine. So what else does the divine say? Look, we want you to have the best possible outcome, but you got to ask us for the best possible outcome and not say, I said I want this, because the universe is going to be like, okay, you can have that. You have free will. But if you want to ask for the best possible outcome, then we can give you what might actually make you happy, not what you said you wanted. That's kind of a great message. I know it's not super fun, but it is super fun all at the same time. I think it's terrific because it gives her a whole, like, how much more exciting is that it's somebody else. There's somebody else out there that's such a much better matchup. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this one here. So nice to see everybody. Sending you guys lots of love. I will do the birthday message also in that video that I will timestamp and add right there in the description box. This video might have just gotten too long, but I'm going to bounce out. And you guys, thank you. It's so nice to see everybody. Dragon Fortnite, you are one of the winners also, babe. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now.